Hello everyone. So in today's lesson, we're going to go over the area of triangles. So this should be relatively easy and hopefully it will make lots of sense. So to find an area of a triangle, we just have to remember the formula where the area equals to half times the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle. Okay. So let's take a look at a few examples and hopefully it will make lots of sense. So in this first example over here, we have the area equals to half times base times height. So I recommend that you write this formula down when doing every question relating to triangles. And the base of the triangle is 6 and the height of the triangle is 5. Okay, so remember the height of the triangle forms a 90-degree angle with the base of the triangle. So in this case, the height is the 5, base is the 6. So you get half times 6 times 5, which you get 15. You can use a calculator or you can do it in your head. In our second example, to find the area of the triangle, we just do the same thing again. We do half times base times height. And in this case, the base is 9 centimeters and the height is 4 centimeters. So remember, the height forms a 90-degree angle with the base. And remember also that the base is always a side of the triangle. So in this case, the 9 millimeters refers to the bottom side of the triangle, and the 4 millimeters is not a side of the triangle. So that means this cannot be the base. Okay, so this is the height. And lastly, in this example, where we have obtuse angle triangles, the base is equal to 4 meters and the height is equal to 7. So as you can see that the height forms a 90-degree angle with the base. Okay. So that's how you can determine if it's a height or if it's a base. And remember, the base will always have to be a side of the triangle. So this 4 meters is referring to one side of the triangle, whereas this 7 is not a side of the triangle. So this 7 cannot be the base. The base needs to be a side of the triangle. And then once you figured out that 4 is the base and 7 is the height, then you just substitute into the formula. So the area is equal to half times base times height. So in this case, half times 4 times 7. So you get 14 square meters. And remember to always write the unit for the area. Okay. So I'm just going to go through some more examples just to make sure you fully understand what's going on. But as you can see, this topic is relatively easy. So let's just do 1b. Okay. So the formula is written to us already. Area equals to half times base times height. So in this case, equals to half times 5. 5 is the base. And what would the height be? The height would be 6 because this line forms a 90-degree angle with the base. So 5 times 6. So then what should that be equal to? That would be half times 5 times 6. You can type it into your calculator. You should get 15 square meters. And that's all you have to do. That's the area of a triangle. Now to do question C, remember the base is equal to 6 because 6 is a side of the triangle and the height is the side that forms a 90-degree angle with the base. So in this case, the height will be 4. So the answer to this is half times 6 times 4, which should give you 12 square millimeters. If this is still not clear, I'll go through some more examples. So let's just go through question 2F. Okay. So this is 2F. So remember, to find the area of a triangle, write the formula first. Area equals to half times base times height. So you don't need to write the times between the b and the half and the b and the h. So you can just write it like this. And we know that the base is equal to what? So is the base going to be the 4 or the 6? The base is going to be the 6, right? Because remember, the base needs to be a side of the triangle. 4 is not a side of the triangle. This 4 is actually inside the triangle. So it's definitely not a side. So that's equal to half times 6. And what should the height be? Now the height is the line that forms a 90-degree angle with the base. So in this case, it's 4. And you have 12. Now make sure to write the units, so km squared. Right, so let's do a more tricky example. Okay, so let's do example H. Now, as you can see, why I think this is a slightly more tricky example is because normally we're used to seeing that the horizontal line is the base, right? In most questions so far. But in this question, would you say this 18 is the base? No, this is not the base. So what is this 18? So I'm just going to write the formula first. And remember, like I said, the base has to be a side of the triangle. So you know how each triangle has 3 sides? One of these sides is going to be the base. Okay. Now, because this 18 is not a side of the triangle, then 18 cannot be the base. So in this case, the 10 is actually the base. Okay. Because the 10 is a side of the triangle. Now, to find the height, you find the line that forms a 90-degree angle with the base. So in this case, it's the 18. Okay. So then once you figure this out, you can just type this into your calculator. So you should get 90 centimeters squared. Okay. So hopefully this is a relatively straightforward topic and you should be able to do all the questions. But if you have any questions, feel free to send me a private message. Thank you for listening.